Since it's just a 40-minute journey, at least you can enjoy the honking of the loco. 7 hours in this beautiful train with some wonderful chugging and honking sounds. A wonderful start to the morning, definitely. That's it. That's the end of the broad gauge line. After this, it's just meter gauge all the way to Marwar Junction. Duplicate steam loco, the YDM4 disguised as a steam loco, which powers the heritage special that runs between Kamli Ghat and Marwar. From here, the descent to Goram Ghat begins. It's a steep descent over a distance of 14 kilometers. Morning guys, I'm in front of Udaipur City railway station and that's Hitesh getting us a couple of chais. It's 5:20 on the clock and our good morning wali chai aa gayi. Feels so refreshing. So we are about to embark on a small first leg journey from Udaipur City. The destination for this train journey is Mavli Junction. So I'm sure you would have guessed where I'll be heading from Mavli. I'll be on board the meter gauge train from Mavli to Marwar. So that will be the special journey for which I brought this guy all the way from Bangalore. Originally, Udaipur was not even in our itinerary, but I inquired and found out this meter gauge train will run for some more time, and I thought, okay, this is the best chance. Kari lete hain. Karne wale. All right, so let's finish our chai, get inside and see what's the power. The train I'll be taking to Mavli from Udaipur is the 12991 Udaipur Jaipur Intercity Superfast. I reserved the tickets just about 10-15 minutes ago in current. Around 600 seats were available just in second seating. I thought, okay, for a 40-minute hop, I needn't unnecessarily stand in the queue here and buy unreserved tickets. I can take care of that in Mavli. So for now, the journey will be in second seating. In the meter gauge train, it will obviously be in unreserved. So let's finish our chai and get inside the station. So we are in the second coach from the loco. Our current reservation was in D1, which is about kitna coach piche hai? Iske piche ek, uske piche DE1 and then D1, around the 5th or 6th coach from the loco. We decided to take a couple of window seats here in the first unreserved coach. Since it's just a 40-minute journey, at least you can enjoy the honking of the loco till Mavli Junction.
साउथ में ऐसे बहुत बाप को लगता हुआ कि यार मेरी कोई घर में वैल्यू ही नहीं
है. We are departing from Udaipur city right on time. 6 o'clock on the dot.
And it stopped. Chain pulling. ना?
हॉन्क बजाएगा तो कंफर्म होगी.
अचानक सिग्नल रेड भी हो जाता है कभी कभी.
सिग्नल क्रॉस कर गया होगा अब तक तो. Chain pulling. That was the signal. वो डॉट डॉट डैश.
चेन पुलिंग की. लेकिन निकल भी गई.
रिलीज हो गई होगी ब्रेक.
और एक चीज, जैसे स्टेशन में निकलती है एक बंदा होता है लाइट से नीचे.
वो नीचे पहियों को चेक करता है. वो ब्रेक बाइंडिंग की वजह से कुछ जल तो नहीं गया या फिर सारे जो एक्सेल्स हैं उस ठीक कंडीशन में है कि नहीं वो देखता है. वो ट्रेन जब आती है तब भी देखता है, जब निकलती है तब भी देखता है.
अरे छोटे स्टेशन पे नहीं आता.
हर नहीं, छोटे स्टेशन नहीं, टर्मिनल स्टेशन या जब बड़े स्टेशन वहाँ पे होता है. 20100 WDP4.
इनकी बात कर रहा था।
BGKT।
हाँ, नहीं मतलब कि इनमें कितनी प्रॉब्लम होती होगी ये।
हाँ ये लॉन्ग हुड ना, हाँ होती है। बहुत सारे एलपीस बोलते भी हैं लेकिन उसका कुछ कर नहीं सकते, वो लोगों को डिज़ाइन ही ऐसा है।
अगर उल्टा है तब ठीक है, सामने का विजन।
इंडिया में प्रॉब्लम यह है कि जो टर्न टेबल वाला कॉन्सेप्ट है वो बहुत पुराने ज़माने में ख़त्म हो गया। स्टीम लोकोस के लिए वो करते थे क्योंकि वो स्टीम लोको को हमेशा सामने ही मतलब घुमा के ही बेचना होता है।
ये वो रिवर्स नहीं चलता।
रिवर्स नहीं चल सकती है लेकिन वही चलाने में दिक्कत होती है। पीछे वो कोयले का भी वो सेक्शन होता है तो उसमें वो चलाने में दिक्कत होती है बोल के टर्न टेबल में घुमाते थे उसको। अगर वो टर्न टेबल रखते अभी तो फिर फ़ायदा होता है इन लोकोस को घुमाने में। We are pulling into our first halt, Rana Pratap Nagar. खाली लग रही है यार स्टेशन एकदम।
स्टेशन है कहाँ पे?
यही है।
ये साइड में
एक और प्लेटफॉर्म बन रहा है शायद।
जरूरत नहीं है।
वो जो रेक्स वहाँ पे खड़ी थी उनमें से एक आध यहाँ पे ला कर रख सकते हैं।
वैसे तो है वो साइड में।
लाइन नहीं है लगता है, लाइन होती तो इलेक्ट्रीफाई कर देते हैं। बना रहे हैं अभी।
और एक चीज़ है, यहाँ पे वैसे भी मेन लाइन पे गाड़ियाँ तो कम ही आती होगी।
यहाँ पे बहुत सारी गाड़ियाँ रुकती हैं।
हाँ तो फिर ये मेन लाइन के ऊपर है ना, किसी को भी खड़ी कर सकते हैं ट्रेन।
बिल्कुल। बहुत क्यों ऐसे थ्रॉटल अचानक से खींचो तो वो ऐसे होता है।
डीजल में कम होता है। डीजल में कम होता है।
डिपेंड करता है, वो एलपी के ऊपर है, लोकोस के ऊपर नहीं।
ऐसा नहीं है।
First sight of meter gauge in the Marwar region, YDM 4 6476, sleeping in the diesel loco shed, and that's 6732 and 6739. और ये अपनी पैसेंजर है भाई।
यही नहीं है, लग गई है ऑलरेडी।
पैसेंजर इतनी जल्दी नहीं लगती यार।
वही लग जाती है।
एंड वी हैव अराइव्ड मावली जंक्शन। उसी तरफ not able to contain my excitement right now. What you're able to see behind me is the last remaining meter gauge network in Rajasthan. This starts from Mawali Junction, that's where we are. We are headed to Marwar Junction. 7 hours in this beautiful train with some wonderful chugging and honking sounds, and it's going to be the journey of a lifetime. I literally prayed that this doesn't close, and there were rumors spreading that this line might close within this year, that it will get converted to broad gauge, etc. But thankfully it still remained, and we decided to include it as a part of our trip. So this video is going to be about the journey in this meter gauge train from Mawali Junction to Marwar. So this is going to come as a separate clip, just about a few minutes of YDM4 idling sounds for all of you meter gauge YDM fans. I know a lot of you are in literally in love with this locomotive, the meter gauge traction. So this video is for you guys. It will come as a separate video, not a part of the vlog. Maybe in a few minutes I'll include it, but I'll upload it as a separate video of it. Leaving from Mawali Junction right on time. It's 7:40 on the clock. These sounds are music to ears. I'm finally happy that I was able to include this itinerary in my trip itinerary. Amazing. So we are leaving behind the broad gauge station of Mawali Junction. Go towards Chittorgarh Junction. One broad gauge track alone will come along with us all the way to Nathdwara. Till Nathdwara, this BG and meter gauge track run parallel to each other. A wonderful start to the morning, definitely. You can see the smoke coming out of my mouth. It's about 9 degrees, the temperature. My hands are literally freezing, but I am literally enjoying this ride. I'm doing it for fun. my battery as much as possible, as there is no spare with me, and this being a very old meter gauge coach, there is no charging point as well, so you can't even charge the batteries. I'll use both phone and camera, so you may see a mix of both shots depending on how much battery I consume in the camera. This is a 7-hour long journey. I don't want to miss any key moments. Those honks, the chugging sounds, it's very irresistible. I'm not able to take my hand off the record button, but I have to conserve the battery. I can't use up all of it. At least it has to last till the end of this journey, till we reach Marwar Junction. So let's see how much I am able to cover. I'll try to enjoy the journey most and cover most of it as well, depending on how much I can conserve the battery of both the camera and the mobile. हाँ भाई, तू बजा ले अपना पोपो, बजा ले. A lot of such unmanned level crossings in this road, and they are coming back to back. And just like that, we have reached our first halt, Dhamla Mogana. It looks like a small halt station, but big enough for our 5-coach meter gauge passenger train. Oh, bhai sahab, style samrat chehak raha hai. I don't know if you are able to see. The tickets in such small stations are provided by the guard himself. So there's a small crowd behind in the last coach near the guard. Once he issues the tickets and the passengers board, I think that's when the train will depart. I was surprised because we had a halt of more than 30 seconds. I was wondering what it was. So this is what it's all about. There are no ticket windows or ticket issuing buildings in these small halt stations. It's usually done by the guard himself. So we'll be waiting till the tickets are issued and the confirmation is given, and only then will the train depart. This is Nath Dwara station, whose loop line we are entering. So both Hitesh and I were quite tense that a huge crowd will board at this point, but luckily there doesn't seem to be such a huge crowd. The broad gauge line ends over here.
Station is famous for Srinathji temple. So people usually come here for the temple visit and all.
It's connected by both road and railways. We have broad gauge trains coming here. To my knowledge, there is one weekly express that comes from Okha, and apart from that, maybe a few passenger services. If you want, you can visit Nathdwara by both road and rail. So that is the Nathdwara broad gauge station, and this is our YDM4 leading the meter gauge express special from Mavli to Marwar. 09696 09695 Mavli Junction, Marwar Junction special. There is a speed restriction mode of 20, but it looks like that's a permanent speed restriction because that's how the train is moving. अच्छा ये
ये कांटेदार तो बावड़िया बोलते हैं। वैसे भी आपको राजस्थान में मिलेंगे, वो बॉट इन इंडिया बाय ब्रिटिशर्स। ये गाड़ियाँ उनके लिए प्लेजर्स ही है, जाके मैं इतना नहीं सोचता। भारतीय कोटे तो बोलती है, मुझे लगता है इंडियन मैन भी अंदर मार तो हाथ सिग्नल से गाड़ी रोक दे तो फिर
आ गई ट्रेन
काकरौली। अरे मेरे को पूछा नाम भाई, ऐसा मत बोलो अंदर हो।
This fellow had a plate of bread cutlet. कितनी चाय पी तूने? दो तो गिनती की बात कर रहे हो। और उदयपुर में, मावली में सब मिला के बताओ। He hasn't even brushed his teeth. नहाना नहीं चाहते, ठीक है। अरे मुंह तो धो लेता, ब्रश तो कर लेता साले।
मैंने वैसे
नहीं याद आया, he forgot.
मारा था।
Very good. So apart from the usual honking when the train crosses a level crossing, I can see that the crew honks quite a bit. That is mainly to drive away the cattle that is crossing the tracks. Sometimes they are too close for comfort, and it is important that they drive away the cattle to avoid a cattle run over, because that can lead to untoward incidents, if I can put it that way. So sometimes the honking sounds very frantic, but they have to do it. It's part of their job. As rail fans, we enjoy the honking a lot, but for them, it's a matter of responsibility. And sometimes we have to feel for them, because I have heard from a few crew members on how much impact a cattle turnover creates on them. So it's quite good that they are mindful of the fact. And since this train is quite slow, they'll be able to bring it to a halt much earlier than a broad gauge train maybe. So it's good to see that not only are they just driving, they are driving responsibly. So we have to salute them. I salute to the crew of Indian Railways. और ये है सेठ जी, ब्रश करते हुए सेठ। फूको।
It is very important for Aarti.
ये इम्पोर्टेंट के चाय पीने और कटलेट खाने से पहले करना चाहिए, तब इम्पोर्टेंट।
ठंडा कितना है, पानी है यार।
This is a station. Soniana, Mewad. So we skip a station as well. Not bad. And I thought we just halt at all stations. For the last few kilometers or so, I could see this land leveling works going on. I think it is for the impending gauge conversion. So I guess this meter gauge line is counting its last few days, maybe weeks or months. Mavli was at a height of 500 meters above mean sea level. It is a constant climb all the way from Mavli to a station called Dolaji Ka Kheda, which is at a height of about 675 meters. and from there the descent begins. The steepest descent, according to the information I've gathered, is between Kamli Ghat and Goram Ghat, where within 14 kilometers between the two stations we descend about 150 meters, which I think is a gradient of 1:80 if I'm not wrong. We have reached our next halt, Kumpraria. Apologies if I'm getting the pronunciations wrong. Still, I'm reading it from the Devanagari script. Kumpraria. So the scheduled arrival here is at 9:15 and departure is at 9:16. We have reached a few minutes early, so I think we'll take an extended halt. We are right now going through one of the longest blocks of this journey. The distance between the previous station Kumpraria and the next one, Lava Sardargarh, is almost 19 kilometers, and the distance is covered in about 30 minutes. There are quite a few speed restrictions en route. We have had speed restrictions of 20, 15 and even 10 kmph. The train is just dancing its way to Marwar Junction. It's very relaxed and slow journey. By the way, I guess I didn't mention this journey from Mavli to Marwar is just 150 kilometers long, but it takes about 7 hours. And there are about 15 scheduled halts for this train between Mavli and Marwar Junction. So overall, it's a very relaxed journey. 7 hours for 150 kilometers. That's about an average of 21 kmph, I think. 21-22 kmph maybe. Entering Charbhuja Road. This is the first loop line station after Nathdwara. Nathdwara was the last station where we entered a loop line, after which this is the first one. All the stations in between were just single line halt stations. I think the town's name is Amed and the station is Charbhuja Road. A sizable crowd seems to be waiting here to board the train. Semaphore signal on top of this small hillock. I don't know if it's in use, but maybe it's the home signal for Charbujha Road. Not really sure, but why would it be so far, right? Chandrabhaga River, Khara Kameri. This is it, guys. This is how most of the stations are on this route. Just a flat strip of land, 2 station boards. Unless you see the board, you won't be able to identify that this is a station. I suspect that the train has stopped for some other reason. So this is the station of Khara Kameri, the first station after departing from Charbujha Road. जी बताइए कुछ. अरे बनाने के लिए कुछ बताना भी तो पड़ता है.
हम राजस्थान जा रहे हैं.
राजस्थान में ही हो आप?
हम राजस्थान से बोल रहे हैं. ये भैया मेरा कैमरा भर रहा है.
ठीक.
थैंक यू भैया. दिल पे छोड़ देना. हम भाग रहे लोग.
राइट, टाइम टू लीव. Right now we are at Dolaji Ka Kheda. At 661 meters, the station is at the highest point in this railway line. So till here it was an ascent. From here the descent towards Marwar Junction will begin. The train manager has given the signal. And we are off. quite a few peacocks in this section. The national bird of India. I'll see if I can spot a few more and I'll try to capture them as well in the video. That board said highest point of Northwestern Railway at 669.95 meters above mean sea level. So not just this railway line, I think that board indicates that this point is the highest point of the whole Northwestern Railway's zone. We are arriving at Kamli Ghat railway station. This train has a 10-minute scheduled halt here. Hopefully we find something to eat, maybe some chai to drink. I think this is the Vistadome heritage special that is being run between Marwad and Kamli Ghat. It has one YDM4 disguised as a steam loco, which received a lot of flack on social media, but that's the best they can do. Let's see what happens. यही है वो विस्टाडोम 6000 रुपये वाली AC टूरिस्ट चेयर कार
2000 वाली ना।
हाँ वो जो भी है रेट इसका
एक ही है क्या इसके अंदर पहले?
हाँ एक ही है।
ये रेल चलती है।
YDM4 को स्टीम बना के चला रहा है। तो एक काम कर, तू कुछ खाने के लिए ढूंढ, मैं इसका फोटो निकाल के आता हूँ। We are here in Kamli Ghat railway station. This is the actual YDM4 6733, which is the power of our train, and that is the duplicate YDM4, or should I say duplicate steam loco, the YDM4 disguised as a steam loco, which powers the heritage special that runs between Kamli Ghat and Marwad. So we have a scheduled 10-minute halt here. Let's see if Hitesh found something to eat or drink. From here the descent to Goram Ghat begins. So I think we are at an elevation of around 650 meters right now, 650 or 640, and Goram Ghat is at an elevation of 470 meters. So it's a steep descent over a distance of 14 kilometers. So hopefully the Ghat views should be enjoyable, even though it's winter.